Right, I got this one for us, Food viewers. I don't know where I'm going to go with it because it's sort of all types of crazy in my mind, and I'm not sure what's happening at the moment in this country, but I think we might be able to glean something by watching these two. Oh dear, and so much more to come because we're going for an election this year, so we're going to be inundated with the political and media classes BS, aren't we? Right, let's go. What's going on?
An extraordinary head teacher who has a very diverse population in that school. We heard that 50% of her pupils are Muslim. Now, she has some very strict rules in that school. Essentially, she gets amazing results. She says, right, we're not having any prayers. There's no prayer room.
Right.
It's one rule for everyone. And that got me thinking this morning, should we ban religion in schools? And so many of you are getting in touch about this. I will read them out, and some of them may offend you, but I will read them out. This is what people are saying. John says Muslims are trying to support every institution with their religion and culture. The government has got to get a grip.
Right.
This is a concerted, organised effort financed by someone. People have had enough of so-called cultural enrichment. This is still a Christian country. There should be a morning assembly with hymns and an appropriate few words said by the head teacher.
It's only a Christian country if you're a middle-class knob that goes to the C of E church that's always full of people that just go there so they can be seen there. Don't really believe in anything. They don't want to talk to any of the poor people, but they get a lot of kudos out of working in, helping the poor people. I was going to say something else, but I stopped myself because it's best I don't say too much.
Be respect for the country's religion. That's Amanda. Now, I said that this morning. This is where I struggle with this because we are a Christian country, but only just.
Well, Jacqueline, to be free, actually summarise what you said.
Can I say something? Right? You and your people, including Julia Hartley, lives above a bleeding brewery, and all of you media class, for years and years and years, have been calling working class people the R word. Yeah, when they point out, because it's predominantly our areas and people that are affected. There's no doctor's appointments, dentists, school placements, this, that, and the bleeding other, let alone before you get a national health appointment. And we were called names, weren't we? And there was a particular man that was called some terrible names by you guys. So are you going to ring him up and apologise, or is it just because he's perceived to be working class? I mean, he's not working class. If he's working class, I'm a ballerina. You know, I mean, he pretty much is underclass now because they've took everything off him, haven't they? Sequestrated his assets and, put him in a monetary chokehold because we're not allowed to talk about it when we're working class. But if you're a political class or media class and cometh the hour, cometh the man, now all of a sudden it's okay to be down on Muslim people? That's disgusting. I know people of all religions, including Muslim people. They're not all like it. It's like 1%. It's like 1% of Christians that call shite. It's like, it's not all the Catholics that caused Northern Ireland. It was like 1% that caused all the troubles. Along with our government, obviously, I've covered that before. But it's 1% of every culture is an arse. Most people are just all right. They just want to get on with their lives. They just want to get on. I know there's an issue with the French people keep coming over it. And that is a different issue to downing on all the Muslim people. I mean, at the moment, I'm hearing the way you lot, the media class is going, I just want to take out the word Muslim and put in Jew. Because that's terrible. And don't have a go at me because I descend from Ashkenazi Jews that came from Poland. So don't even have a pop at me and don't try me on that. Yeah? I'm talking about it all the way through. It's not okay to sit on a platform where I've got 3,000 thingy-bobs, subscribers. Yeah? I'm a very small platform. I'm not paid for by the International Media Corporation. It's Murdoch. And all of a sudden it's okay. I've heard this a lot, increasingly since the October the 7th debacle in Israel, which was absolutely atrocious. It made me feel really ill when I watched all the footage coming through that we were encouraged to watch. Obviously, we were encouraged to watch it from the point of view that they wanted us to watch it because they were going to launch a big assault on Gaza. Again, another assault. They never stop assaulting Gaza. It doesn't sort anything out by keep bombing the people. I mean, it's... I'm getting worn out with it all. I really am. But to sit there on muggy salaries going on about, oh, well, it's a Muslim country now, we're being taken over. People have been saying this for years, but because they were working class, they were demonised. Go on.
person, but I do want our country to remain a Christian one. Why should we have to give up another thing to let way for Islam? I'm sorry, we should not ban our religion.
Well, you see, it's as simple as this. When the French people come over here and they say that they're fleeing war-torn countries, they're all fighting-age men. So straight away, they're, to me, a bunch of cowards. I mean, what would have happened if, in 1940, all the fighting-age men pissed off to Canada? You know, so we're obviously being taken as mugs. There's a lot more to why these people are coming and why we're being replaced than meets the eye. And it's not down to the individual Muslim person or family or child or woman. I'm not saying there isn't bad people amongst us. There's bad people amongst every bleeding culture. But I'm just concerned why all the media outlets are now downing on one particular ethnicity. That I don't hold a candle for any of them. Have you seen me? State of me, you know? No one likes me, so obviously I can stand on the sidelines and look at everything going on and watch the world go by. People watch and think, hang about, that's a bit, well, it's sort of hypocritical. From my way, it is anyway. I think you should all be ringing up Tommy Robinson and bloody apologising for all the things you've done and said to him. Go on.
Muslim takeover. Now, that's how people are feeling, David, and as you said, it might offend people, but surely it's a debate.
All vote for wishy-washy. Oh, no, hang on. No. This channel is all... Yes, shush. This channel is all about voting for reform, which is Richard Tice, and the erstwhile Mr. Farage, Flange, whatever his name is, which I've said a million times before, and I think it'll be a million times I'll say it again before the election, that anybody that's disaffected with the Tories are being overwhelmingly encouraged to vote for reform on the outside chance that they will actually, all the disaffected Tories that did vote for Boris and Labour vote, that would have voted for Liberal or Labour, voted for Boris to get Brexit done in 2019. Do you remember? Was it December the 12th, 2019? Not sure, don't care. Seems a long time ago now, seems like a different world. And that red wall has gone, and those people will probably vote for Starmer. But a lot of disaffected Tories that they've had enough of the Tory party. What, after Cameron, and then what's her name? That stupid old malt, I can't think what her name is, Theresa Feely Bob. And then you got Wishy-Washy, then you had Doris, then you had Doris first, Liz Truss, and all the rest of them. And they've got nowhere to go. So what they're saying is, vote for reform. Who's bankrolling reform? I mean, I'm probably going to have to glue up my letterboxes now after saying this, because I don't trust any of these people. I'm not political at all. Well, I don't like any of them, don't trust any of them, yeah? But the thing is, people are being encouraged and being served up the Reform Party as the new religion. Come unto me, come hither all to us. Yes, give us all your votes. Because if there's a coalition, if it's a hung parliament and there's a coalition, Farage and Tice will go in with the Tories, and the Tories will walk back into Downing Street, and it'll be business as usual. You know, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. Just ridiculous. Oh, so let's all down on Muslims. Let's be nasty to Muslims. Shut up.
He's a boy, though. He's such a child. He's 12.
Shouldn't be individual people. It's out of order.
He feels that actually being in assembly and having that, whether it's about religion...
Oh, well, don't go to that school then. Shut up.
How you look after people.
And
it's actually, it's about values. Is what that's about. And I think that is instilled in you in a very...
Both of these slag off the National Health. They're both GPs. They both slag off, the National Health is going down the pan, it's going down the pan, as they sit on bleeding radio on the media platform, banging on about everything else. Why don't you get in the surgery and do some doctoring or whatever it is you do? Go on.
At a very early age. Now, this one says, doctors,
yes.
It's not that multiculturalism doesn't work. It's that one ideology in particular refuses to integrate, wants to change our societies to fit in with their beliefs. There was never...
You've got to be aware of wolves in sheep's clothing, because like a matter of months ago, you would have never heard any of the media or political talking heads speaking like this about Muslims. So you need to sit down and ask, what has changed? You know, I know they've had those big Free Palestine rallies and everything, where you've got the far-right fundamentalist Muslims quite unironically being supported by the far-left LGBTQ community, all confused and shy, you know what I mean? Just all marching through the streets for God knows what about God knows when. You know, it's just ridiculous. People are being whipped up and they're being divided and cross-divided and then re-divided and divided again. the only thing I'm saying is the only people that win are the political class and the media class, like I always say, and you're going to hear me say it again and again and again, don't trust any of them. And as for these two melts, if you keep going on about the National Health Service, why don't you get in and do a bit of work? Do you get me, capiche? Anyway, I've had enough, said too much, I probably won't be able to go out, and I'll probably have to avoid tunnels. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night. I love you all. Bye-bye now.